I seek refuge to Allah from Satan who has been rejected, and I'm starting this video in the name of Almighty Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful. This is the number 6 of our video series, the 10 biggest lies Christianity brought to this world. And today we will be addressing Matthew chapter 24 verse 36. It goes to read, "But about that day or hour no one knows, not even the angels in heaven, nor the Son, but only the Father." What? Is this a joke or something? Making ridicule out of our intelligence? For what? How come God that we're supposed to be serving, and that some of our brothers and sisters are serving, and that He is in the Trinity, that the Father knows something that He does not know that? How possible? How can that happen? How can somebody be convinced of us such? I thought they are one entity, that they are not separable. They are part and parcel that cannot be separated. I thought so. And if it's so, what one knows, all of them supposed to know, the three of them supposed to know it together. But yet Jesus is telling us that He does not know the day or the hour. How possible? And He's part and parcel of the Trinity. It cannot be. This is bizarre. This is unacceptable. This is like something playing with somebody intelligent or something here. And He's trying to draw line, demarcation between He and the Father. That the Father is above Him with something. And that means they are now one entity in Trinity. We can understand that. And here, it's so bizarre. How can God, who is supposed to be presiding over something, or judgment on judgment, that does not know the day and an hour? How possible? It's just like a judge in a court of a competent jurisdiction. He has a case on a docket right before him, and you ask him when the case, he say, "I don't know." Will you respect the intelligence of that? And I don't know the day. Will you respect the intelligence of that person? Then you say, God, Jesus is God in your senses, in Trinity, and He does not know the hour. And He is attributing that knowledge to the Father, not to Himself. The Father knows something that He does not know. If the Father knows something that He does not know, definitely they are separated entity. My goodness. And there's something bizarre about this chapter here. Jesus placed the angels above Himself, saying that even the angels in heaven. So, like He's telling us that the angels in the heaven is supposed to know it. If somebody's supposed to know about the day and the hour, they're supposed to know it. Then He, Jesus. How come? Jesus taking the third place? My goodness. That is not fair to the human sense and in human intelligence and human reasoning. And we understand that Jesus has been given everything. That is in Matthew chapter 11 verse 27. Jesus says in the read, "Everything has been given over to me by my Father. No one knows the Son but the Father, and no one knows the Father but the Son, and anyone to whom the Son wishes to reveal Him." Look at this. Everything has been given to Him. How can everything is being given to Him, and then He does not know this particular thing? How possible? Then He will be presiding. How possible? This does not make sense. And in fact, these two verses are in contradiction. In contradiction. They agree in one sense and in contradiction in another sense. Everything has been given to me. That is in agreement that they are separated entity. Because He will not give things to Himself. Somebody gives somebody to another person, but to give to yourself, you own it. You don't give it to yourself. You own it. But He said here, everything has been given to that is in agreement. But in contradiction, that not knowing the knowledge, that means being God cannot be accepted. So, beloved brothers and sisters, let me tell you, blank, with no lying. There's only one way for you, and that is the Quran and the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam that brought the truth. That when you read the Quran, you see the truth with no lie in it, no cheating in it. Everything guides you to righteousness. Don't be like the people, the past, that used to say, oh, we found our fathers on a tradition in a way that we are pleased with that tradition. God talked about them in Quran chapter 5 verse 104. It goes to read. It's telling us, and when it is said to them, come to what Allah has revealed, and to the apostle, they said that on which we found our fathers is sufficient for us. What, even though their fathers knew nothing and did not follow the right way? God make it clear. Even though their fathers didn't know nothing, don't be like those kind of people. That you just say, I was born as a Christian, I was a Jew, and I will live my life that way. Even if you know the truth shall set you free. Jesus himself said that. You know the truth shall set you free. It's a one shot. If you die knowing the truth and you never follow the truth, you will not get another opportunity to rectify your mistake. It's one time, one shot. I always say in one time. There's no rectification when you die. You are not going to come back to this world again. So take this as a guidance for yourself and save yourself for hereafter to enter the paradise of Allah and the mercies of your Lord, God Almighty, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And you can only do that by following the Quran and Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam teachings. So my beloved brothers and sisters, this is the end of this video. If you like it, press the button like. If you dislike it, you can also press the button dislike. But please do not forget to leave your comment at the bottom of this video. And also do not forget to subscribe to the video so you can receive my new videos. As I greet you in peace in Islam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.